There's a moment in life when you stand at the edge of a vast ocean, its endless horizon mirroring the expanse of your deepest hopes and fears. The cool breeze carries whispers of dreams unfulfilled, and the rhythmic crashing of waves against the shore echoes the internal storms we often face. It is here, at this metaphorical shoreline, that the journey of seeking divine guidance begins, a journey that calls upon the timeless power of prayer to navigate the tumultuous seas of life's most formidable challenges. Imagine yourself in this place, where the line between despair and hope feels thin, and the struggle to find balance becomes a daily endeavor. This is not a distant, unreachable scene, but an intimate reflection of the struggles that many of us face. Each day brings its own set of trials, whether they be personal hardships, health issues, or relational conflicts, and in these moments of vulnerability, we yearn for something greater than ourselves. It's in this yearning that we find a spiritual tradition rich in history and profound in its impact. The intercession of Our Lady of Fatima. Our Lady of Fatima represents a beacon of hope, a figure whose presence has been sought by countless individuals seeking solace and strength. Her story, rooted in faith and resilience, offers a compelling narrative that draws us into a tapestry woven with personal testimonies and shared struggles. As you embark on this journey through the narrative ahead, you are invited to explore the vivid imagery of candlelit altars, where the gentle glow of faith illuminates even the darkest paths. Picture yourself standing in a sacred space, surrounded by others who have gathered with the same fervent hope. The atmosphere is thick with expectation, as whispered prayers rise in unison, each one a plea for divine intervention. In this collective act of devotion, we find a shared humanity, a recognition that the challenges we face are not ours alone, but are part of a larger, communal struggle. It is within this unity that the power of prayer becomes palpable, transforming whispered hopes into tangible realities. As the narrative unfolds, the story of Our Lady of Fatima will serve as a guiding light, offering insights into the miraculous outcomes born from deep belief. This is a world where miracles are not distant dreams, but are woven into the fabric of everyday life, offering a hopeful light onto every heart seeking solace. The journey will blend personal triumphs with the serene presence of Our Lady, her visage casting a hopeful light that guides us forward. In the end, the ocean's waves will echo a calming reminder. When impossible looms before us, the strength to overcome lies in our faith and the divine grace that guides us from within. This narrative invites you into a world of spiritual transformation and profound hope, a world where the power of prayer becomes your anchor amid the storm. As you stand at the edge of this vast ocean, consider not just the scene before you, but the journey within. It is a journey that calls for openness to the divine, a willingness to embrace both the struggles and the triumphs as integral parts of our spiritual path. In doing so, we find a deeper connection to the sacred, a connection that empowers us to face the challenges of life with renewed strength and unwavering faith. Now, as we delve deeper into the heart of the sacred journey, imagine standing in a place where your own voice is part of a vast chorus, each note carrying the weight of personal hopes and dreams. This is a power of collective prayer, where each whispered plea joins with countless others, creating a symphony of faith that reaches beyond the individual and touches the divine. It is here, in this sacred space of shared devotion, that we find the strength to face life's most formidable challenges. Consider the struggles that weigh heavily on your heart, those moments when the path forward seems obscured by shadows of doubt and fear. In such times, the intercession of Our Lady of Fatima offers a beacon of hope, a reminder that you are not alone. Her story, steeped in history and faith, serves as a testament to the miraculous power of belief. It is a narrative that calls us to look beyond our immediate circumstances and trust in a greater plan, one that is guided by divine wisdom and love. Furthermore, reflect on the candlelit altars where prayers are offered, each flickering flame representing a unique story of longing and faith. These altars, adorned with the symbols of devotion, create a tangible connection to the divine, grounding our spiritual aspirations in the physical world. As the candles cast their gentle glow, they illuminate not only the sacred space, but also the hearts of those gathered in prayer, offering comfort and reassurance in the face of uncertainty. Another crucial aspect of this journey is the personal transformation that occurs when we open our hearts to divine intervention. This transformation is not always immediate or dramatic. Rather, it unfolds gradually, like the slow unveiling of a masterpiece hidden beneath layers of dust. As we seek the intercession of Our Lady of Fatima, we are invited to let go of our fears and doubts, allowing faith to fill the spaces they once occupied. It is in this surrender that true change begins, as we align ourselves with divine purpose that transcends our limited understanding. Building on this, however, is the understanding that faith is not a passive state, but an active engagement with the divine. It requires a willingness to listen, to be open to guidance, and to act on the whispers of the heart. In the narrative of Our Lady of Fatima, we find examples of individuals who, despite their own struggles, chose to place their trust in a higher power. Their stories serve as a reminder that faith is not about the absence of challenges, but about finding the courage to face them with grace and resilience. Now, consider how this applies when you face the challenges in your own life. The journey of faith invites you to see beyond the immediate obstacles and trust in a greater plan. It encourages you to let go of the need for control and embrace the uncertainty of the path before you. By doing so, you open yourself to the possibility of miracles, experiences that defy explanation yet profoundly affirm the presence of the divine in your life. In conclusion, the power of prayer and the intercession of Our Lady of Fatima offer a path to spiritual transformation and profound hope. As you stand at the edge of your own vast ocean, remember that the strength to overcome lies not in the absence of challenges, but in the unwavering faith that guides you through them. Embrace this journey with an open heart, trusting the divine grace that surrounds you and leads you forward. In the sacred journey of faith and devotion, there's a profound aspect of exploring the diverse ways in which prayer unfolds in our lives. Imagine, if you will, the intricate dance of shadows and light as the sun sets behind a vast mountain range. This beautiful interplay creates a tapestry of colors that paint the sky, a reminder how life itself is composed of contrasts and complexities. In much the same way, prayer is not a singular act but a multifaceted dialogue with the divine, where each conversation reveals a new dimension of our spiritual path. One might consider prayer as an intimate conversation, a moment to articulate the deepest desires of our hearts. In this dialogue, we are given the opportunity to express our joys, fears, hopes, and uncertainties. It is in these moments of vulnerability that we find strength, as we lay bare our souls before a higher power. This act of openness is not merely about seeking solutions to our problems, but about cultivating a deeper relationship with the divine, one that is characterized by trust and surrender. Furthermore, prayer can be seen as an act of listening, a time to quiet the noise of the outside world and tune into the still, small voice within. In our fast-paced lives, finding moments of silence and solitude can be challenging, yet it is in these spaces that profound insights and guidance often emerge. As we listen, we become attuned to the gentle nudges of the divine, which may come in the form of intuition, a sense of peace, or a sudden clarity about the path we are meant to take. This contemplative aspect of prayer invites us to be present, to embrace stillness, and to trust that the answers we seek will unfold in their own time. Another dimension to consider is the communal aspect of prayer, where individuals come together in shared devotion. This gathering of souls creates a collective energy, a powerful force that amplifies the intentions of each participant. In these moments, the boundaries between individuals blur, and a sense of unity prevails. This shared experience of prayer can foster a deep sense of belonging and remind us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. It is a testament to the strength of community and the interconnectedness of all beings. Building on this, however, is the transformative power of prayer to shift our perspective and change the way we see our challenges. When we approach our difficulties through the lens of prayer, we are invited to see them not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating, as it allows us to release the weight of our burdens and embrace the lessons they offer. Through prayer, we are reminded that we have the strength to overcome adversity and emerge stronger on the other side. Now, consider for a moment how this understanding of prayer can be applied to your own life. Think about the areas where you feel stuck or overwhelmed, and how the act of prayer might offer a new way forward. Imagine the possibilities that open up when you invite the divine into your struggles, trusting that you are supported every step of the way. This invitation of prayer is not a call to escape reality, but to engage with it more fully, to see the sacred in the mundane, and the divine in the everyday. Prayer is a living, breathing practice that evolves with us as we journey through life. It is a source of comfort, guidance, and inspiration, offering us the tools we need to navigate the complexities of our existence. As you continue on this path, may you find that prayer becomes a constant companion, a wellspring of hope and resilience that sustains you in both the brightest and darkest of times. Now, envision prayer as a mystical dance, an intricate choreography between the heart and the spirit, where each movement symbolizes a step closer to divine understanding. This dance is not bound by the constraints of time. It evolves with us, echoing the rhythm of our lives. In this sacred dance, there is an invitation to explore the various forms of prayer that resonate uniquely with each soul. Some may find solace in the quiet reflection of meditation, where the mind is gently guided to a place of stillness and clarity. Others may be drawn to the expressive power of spoken words, where each syllable carries the weight of heartfelt intentions. Consider the power of written prayer, where the act of putting pen to paper becomes a sacred ritual. Writing can serve as a bridge between the conscious and the subconscious, allowing hidden emotions and desires to surface. This form of prayer is akin to opening a dialogue with the divine, where the page becomes a canvas for our innermost thoughts. The beauty of written prayer lies in its permanence. It captures a moment in time, offering a tangible reminder of our spiritual journey. As you engage with this practice, you may discover patterns and insights that guide you toward deeper understanding and growth. Another dimension to explore is the role of music in prayer. Music has a unique ability to transcend language, touching the soul in ways that words alone cannot. Whether through the soothing melody of a hymn or the rhythmic beat of a drum, music can elevate prayer to a transcendent experience. It becomes a vessel for emotion, carrying our prayers to the heavens on waves of sound. In moments of despair or joy, music can articulate what we cannot, becoming a powerful ally in our spiritual practice. Moreover, prayer can be woven into the fabric of our daily lives through simple acts of mindfulness. Imagine approaching each task with intention, whether it be washing dishes or walking in nature. These moments, though seemingly mundane, offer opportunities for connection with the divine. By bringing awareness to the present moment, we open ourselves to the sacredness of everyday life. This practice invites us to see the divine in all things, transforming routine actions into expressions of gratitude and devotion. Building on this, consider the transformative potential of communal prayer. Gathering with others to pray fosters a sense of unity and shared purpose, as individual intentions merge into a collective energy. This act of coming together can amplify the power of prayer, as the faith of many strengthens the resolve of each participant. In these communal settings, we are reminded of our interconnectedness, finding strength and support in the shared journey of faith. Now, contemplate how these diverse forms of prayer can enrich your spiritual practice. Reflect on the methods that resonate most deeply with you, and consider integrating them into your daily routine. By embracing a variety of prayer forms, you allow your spiritual journey to be as dynamic and multifaceted as your life. This openness to exploration invites continuous growth and renewal, as each form of prayer offers new insights and perspectives. Through this exploration, prayer becomes a living, evolving practice that adapts to the changing landscape of our lives. It is a source of inspiration and guidance, offering us the tools to navigate the complexities of existence. As you continue on this path, may you find that prayer becomes not just an act of devotion, but a way of being, a constant companion that accompanies you through every joy and challenge. As we delve further into the rich tapestry of prayer, let us explore the profound relationship between prayer and the transformative power of nature. Picture yourself standing amidst the majestic beauty of a forest, where towering trees stretch their branches toward the heavens, and the gentle rustling of leaves creates a symphony of serenity. In such a setting, nature itself becomes a cathedral, a sacred space that invites contemplation and communion with the divine. Nature has an uncanny ability to reflect the grandeur of creation, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all life and the divine presence that permeates every living thing. In this natural sanctuary, the act of prayer can take on a new dimension. It becomes an expression of deep gratitude for the wonders of the natural world, a recognition of the intricate web of life that sustains us. As you walk along a winding path, each step becomes a prayer of thanksgiving for the earth beneath your feet, the air that fills your lungs, and the beauty that surrounds you. This form of prayer invites you to slow down, to be fully present in the moment, and to open your heart to the divine messages that nature offers. Consider the symbolism inherent in the changing seasons. Just as the earth undergoes cycles of growth, decay, and renewal, so too do our spiritual lives. Spring brings a burst of new life and possibilities, while autumn reminds us of the beauty in letting go. In winter's stillness, there's a call to introspection, a time to rest and reflect on our spiritual journey. Each season offers unique lessons and insights, providing a natural rhythm that can guide our prayers and reflections. Building on this, the concept of pilgrimage is another way to deepen our understanding of prayer through nature. A pilgrimage is not merely a physical journey. It is a spiritual quest that takes us to places of profound significance. Whether it's a journey to a distant holy site or a walk through a local park, the act of pilgrimage invites us to step outside our daily routines and seek a deeper connection with the divine. As you embark on such a journey, each step becomes a meditation, a prayerful exploration of both the outer landscape and the inner terrain of your soul. Moreover, the elements themselves can serve as powerful metaphors in our prayer practice. The gentle flow of water in a stream can represent the cleansing and renewal of the spirit, while fiery glow of the sun can symbolize the illuminating power of divine truth. The solidity of the earth beneath us offers a reminder of the grounding presence of the divine, while the vastness of the sky invites us to contemplate the infinite possibilities of the spiritual realm. These natural elements can become touchstones in our prayer life, offering tangible reminders of the divine attributes we seek to cultivate within ourselves. Now, consider how you might integrate these aspects of nature into your own prayer practice. Perhaps you find solace in the quiet of a sunrise or inspiration in the vibrant colors of a sunset. Allow these natural phenomena to guide your prayers, using them as a backdrop for contemplation and reflection. By engaging with nature in this way, you open yourself to a deeper understanding of the divine and your place within the cosmos. In embracing the connection between prayer and nature, we are reminded that spirituality is not confined to the walls of a building or the pages of a book. It is a living, breathing practice that is woven into the very fabric of our existence. As you continue on your spiritual journey, may you find that nature becomes a cherished companion, offering wisdom, solace, and inspiration at every turn. Through this connection, you are invited to experience the divine in new and profound ways, enriching your prayer life with the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Imagine for a moment the vast, star-studded sky above, stretching infinitely in all directions, a cosmic tapestry that has inspired awe and contemplation throughout the ages. This celestial expanse offers a unique perspective on our place within the universe, one that invites deep reflection and introspection. As you gaze upwards, you might find yourself pondering the mysteries of existence, the interconnectedness of all things, and the divine hand that orchestrates the dance of the stars. Such moments of wonder can become powerful catalysts for spiritual growth, inviting you to explore the depths of your own beliefs and aspirations. In this exploration, consider the metaphor of the night sky as a mirror of the soul, reflecting both the light and shadow within. Just as the stars shine brightest against the backdrop of darkness, so too can your inner light be most vividly expressed in times of challenge and uncertainty. This cosmic analogy encourages you to embrace the full spectrum of your experiences, recognizing that both joy and sorrow have roles to play in shaping your spiritual journey. By acknowledging and integrating these diverse aspects of your being, you cultivate a more holistic understanding of yourself and your relationship with the divine. Turning inward, reflect on the role of intuition as a guiding star in your spiritual practice. Intuition, that inner voice or gut feeling, often provides insights that transcend rational thought, offering a direct line to divine wisdom. In a world that frequently prioritizes logic and reason, cultivating trust in your intuition can be a transformative act of faith. When you allow this inner guidance to inform your decisions and actions, you open yourself to a deeper connection with the divine, one that is attuned to the subtleties and nuances of your unique path. Furthermore, there is profound wisdom to be found in the cycles of nature, such as the phases of the moon. Each phase, from the new moon's promise of new beginnings to the full moon's illumination of hidden truths, carries its own symbolic significance. By aligning your spiritual practices with these natural rhythms, You create opportunities for reflection, renewal, and growth. This alignment encourages you to attune your inner cycles with the external world, fostering a sense of harmony and balance that resonates throughout your life. Building on this, the concept of interconnectedness is another crucial thread to explore. Just as the stars form constellations that guide travelers across the globe, so too do our relationships and interactions create a web of connections that shape our spiritual landscape. These connections remind us that we are not isolated entities, but integral parts of a larger, divine tapestry. By nurturing these relationships and recognizing their spiritual significance, you strengthen your sense of belonging and purpose within the world. Now, consider how these themes might manifest in your daily life. Perhaps you find guidance in the quiet moment of introspection, or strength in the support of your loved ones. Embrace these sources of inspiration, using them to navigate the complexities of your journey with grace and confidence. By cultivating a deeper awareness of the interconnectedness of all things, you allow yourself to be guided by the divine currents that flow through every aspect of existence. In this ongoing exploration, the vastness of the cosmos serves as a constant reminder of the boundless possibilities that lie within and beyond. As you continue to seek understanding and growth, may you find that the stars above illuminate not only the path ahead, but also the divine essence that resides within your own heart. This journey of spiritual discovery is an ever-evolving process, one that invites you to continually expand your horizons and embrace the infinite potential that is your birthright. In our exploration of prayer's transformative potential, it's essential to consider the role of imagination as a sacred tool in this journey. Imagination, often relegated to the realm of childhood whimsy, holds profound power in the context of spiritual practice. It is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. Through imagination, we can envision possibilities beyond the constraints of our current reality, opening our hearts to the divine mysteries that lie just beyond the veil of the tangible world. Imagine, for example, standing in a garden of infinite beauty, where each flower blooms with vibrant colors that defy earthly comprehension. This garden is not a mere figment of fantasy, but a metaphor for the inner landscapes we cultivate through prayer. By engaging our imagination in this way, we create a mental sanctuary where we can retreat for renewal and inspiration. This practice allows us to explore new spiritual vistas, where the seeds of hope and faith are nurtured and brought to fruition. Moreover, imagination encourages us to engage with our spirituality creatively. It invites us to reimagine the narratives of our lives, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and healing. By envisioning ourselves as protagonists in our own spiritual stories, we empower ourselves to make choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations. This creative engagement with our spiritual journey can lead to profound insights and shifts in perspective, as we recognize the divine hand guiding us through the plot twists and turns. Furthermore, imagination serves as a conduit for empathy and connection. By envisioning the world through the eyes of others, we cultivate a deeper understanding of their experiences and emotions. This empathetic imagination fosters compassion and solidarity, bridging the gaps between individuals and communities. In the context of prayer, we can use this imaginative empathy to intercede on behalf of others, offering our prayers as a means of support and healing. This act of imaginative solidarity not only strengthens our bond with others, but also deepens our connection to the divine. Additionally, imagination allows us to explore the symbolic language of dreams and visions. These nocturnal narratives often carry messages from the subconscious, offering guidance and insight into our innermost desires and fears. By engaging with these symbols through prayer and reflection, we can unlock hidden facets of our spiritual selves. This practice invites us to embrace the mystery and wonder inherent in the spiritual journey, as we decipher the language of the soul and uncover the truths it holds. Now, consider how you might harness the power of imagination in your own spiritual practice. Perhaps you can create a mental sanctuary where you can retreat during times of stress or uncertainty, envisioning a place of peace and beauty that rejuvenates your spirit. Or maybe you can use imaginative empathy to deepen your connections with others, envisioning their struggles and triumphs as if they were your own. By integrating imagination into your prayer life, You open yourself to new dimensions of spiritual growth and transformation, allowing the divine to speak to you in ways that transcend the ordinary and illuminate the extraordinary. In this ongoing journey of spiritual discovery, imagination becomes not just a tool but companion, guiding you toward deeper understanding and connection with the divine. As you cultivate this imaginative engagement with your spirituality, may you find that your prayer life is enriched and expanded, filled with endless possibilities and profound insights. Through the power of imagination, you are invited to explore the vast landscapes of your soul, where the seeds of divine potential are waiting to be nurtured and brought to life. In the vast realm of spiritual exploration, one uniquely transformative tool is the practice of silence. Imagine, if you will, being enveloped in profound stillness, where cacophony of daily life fades away, leaving a serene emptiness in which to reflect and listen. This silence is not merely the absence of sound, but a sacred space where the soul can breathe and expand. In this quietude, we find the opportunity to connect with the divine on a deeper, more intimate level, free from the distractions and noise that often cloud our spiritual perception. This silence invites a form of introspection that words alone cannot capture. It is here that we encounter the language of the heart, a silent dialogue with the divine that transcends verbal expression. In this space, the mind can quiet its chatter and open itself to the subtle whispers of intuition and insight. Silence becomes a fertile ground where our innermost thoughts and feelings can arise, unencumbered by the judgments or expectations of the external world. By embracing the silence, we allow ourselves to be fully present, creating a sanctuary where the divine can speak to us in its own time and way. Furthermore, silence is a powerful catalyst for self-discovery, offering the clarity needed to discern the true desires of the heart. In the absence of external input, we are encouraged to listen to the inner voice that so often goes unnoticed. This inner voice, a manifestation of our higher self, guides us toward truth and authenticity, revealing aspects of our personality and purpose that may have been hidden beneath layers of societal conditioning and self-doubt. In this reflective state, we gain the freedom to explore our spiritual identity without fear or hesitation. Building on this, the practice of silence also cultivates a profound sense of peace and contentment. By stepping away from the relentless pursuit of external validation and achievement, we find a deeper understanding of what truly matters. In this quietude, we can redefine success not as the accumulation of material wealth or accolades, but as the attainment of inner harmony and alignment with our spiritual values. This shift in perspective allows us to approach life with a sense of equanimity, embracing both its challenges and its joys with grace and acceptance. Moreover, silence can serve as a profound act of surrender, a release of the need to control or dictate every aspect of our lives. By letting go of the compulsion to constantly fill every moment with activity or noise, we create space for the divine to enter and guide us. This surrender is not an act of passive resignation, but a conscious choice to trust in a higher wisdom that sees beyond our limited perspective. In this state of receptivity, we become open to the unfolding of our highest potential, allowing the divine to work through us in ways we may not have imagined. Now, consider how you might integrate the practice of silence into your spiritual routine. Perhaps you could begin by setting aside a few moments each day to simply sit in stillness, allowing the silence to envelop you and guide your thoughts inward. As you become more comfortable with this practice, you may find that these moments of quiet reflection become a source of strength and inspiration, providing clarity and insight into the complexities of your life. In this sacred silence, you are invited to experience the divine in its purest form, unmediated by words or doctrines. As you continue to explore this practice, may you find that silence becomes a cherished companion on your spiritual journey, offering the peace and wisdom needed to navigate the ever-changing landscape of existence. Through this quietude, you are reminded that the answers you seek are not found in the noise of the world, but in the still, small voice that speaks within your heart. Reflecting on this journey so far, we find ourselves standing at the confluence of myriad insights and revelations, each one a distinct thread weaving together a tapestry of spiritual understanding. The paths we traversed, though varied, converge into a singular narrative of profound introspection and transformation. Like a river collecting its tributaries, the wisdom gathered along our way flows into a deeper current, one that carries us toward the heart of our spiritual quest. Drawing these strands together, we see an intricate dance between the tangible and the intangible, where imagination's silence and nature's whispers guide us toward more profound communion with the divine. Each element, while distinct in its expression, contributes to a harmonious symphony of faith and insight. There is a palpable sense that the boundaries between the earthly and the ethereal are not rigid but fluid, allowing for a dynamic interplay that enriches our spiritual experience. This understanding invites us to embrace the fluidity of our journey, recognizing that growth often occurs in the spaces between certainty and mystery. In light of these insights, the path forward becomes clearer. The interplay of silence and sound, solitude and community, offers a nuanced perspective on how we might navigate the complexities of our spiritual landscapes. Just as a gardener tends to a diverse array of plants, each requiring its own care and attention, so must we nurture the various aspects of our inner world. This holistic approach fosters a sense of balance and integration, allowing us to flourish within the ever-changing rhythms of life. As we pivot toward the final reflection, there is an anticipation of synthesis, a gathering of energy that propels us toward a more complete understanding of our spiritual narrative. The cumulative effect of our exploration is akin to a mosaic, where each piece contributes to a larger, more intricate design. This mosaic, when viewed in its entirety, reveals patterns and themes that may have been obscured when considered in isolation. It is in this comprehensive view that we begin to discern the divine artistry at play in our lives. In considering these converging ideas, we are invited to not only internalize them, but to embody them in our daily practice. The journey thus far has been one of discovery and reflection, but the true test lies in the application of these insights. How we choose to integrate them into our lives will ultimately determine the depth and authenticity of our spiritual engagement. This call to action is not a demand for perfection, but an invitation to live with intention, guided by the values and truths that have emerged along the way. Reflecting on this journey so far, we are reminded that the spiritual path is not a linear progression, but a cyclical process of learning, growth, and renewal. Each step taken brings us closer to the heart of our being, where the divine presence resides. As we gather these insights and prepare to move forward, there is a sense of readiness, a willingness to embrace whatever lies ahead with openness and courage. The journey continues, but with a renewed sense of purpose and clarity, as we stand poised on the threshold of deeper understanding and connection. As we draw this profound journey to a close, we find ourselves invited to pause and reflect on the deep truths we have uncovered. This exploration has not merely been about traversing external landscapes, but diving into the depths of our own spiritual terrain. Here, at this confluence of introspection and divine presence, we are gifted with a moment of still clarity, a silence that speaks volumes, urging us to integrate the wisdom gleaned into the fabric of our everyday lives. Imagine standing at the edge of a tranquil lake, its surface a perfect mirror reflecting the boundless sky above. This serene image encapsulates the essence of our journey, a harmonious balance between the seen and the unseen, the known and the mysterious. Just as the lake reflects the sky, so too does our spirit reflect the divine, capturing its light and shadow in the tapestry of our existence. This reflection is more than a mere echo. It is a vibrant dialogue with the divine, an ongoing conversation that shapes and reshapes our understanding of ourselves and our place within the cosmos. In contemplating this, we recognize that the true work of prayer and spiritual practice begins now, in the ordinary moments that make up our daily lives. Each encounter, each breath, is an opportunity to live the truths we have discovered, to embody the insights that have stirred our souls. This is not a passive endeavor, but an active engagement with the world, infusing our actions with the sacred and allowing our lives to become a testament to the transformative power of faith. The challenge and the gift lie in bringing the divine into every interaction, every decision, letting our lives be a living prayer that bridges the gap between heaven and earth. Moreover, this journey reminds us of profound interconnectedness of all things. Just as the stars are woven into the fabric of the universe, so too are we woven into the intricate web of life. This interconnectedness is not merely a philosophical idea, but a lived reality, one that calls us to greater compassion and empathy. By recognizing our shared humanity, we open our hearts to the joys and sorrows of others, finding strength and solace in our common journey. This unity is a source of profound strength, a reminder that we are never truly alone but are supported by the divine and by each other. As we stand at the threshold of this new understanding, there's a call to action, subtle yet profound. It is an invitation to live with intention, to let our lives be guided by the still, small voice within which whispers of love, truth, and beauty. This is the voice that calls us to be present, to embrace the fullness of our experiences, and to trust in the divine wisdom that guides us. The true practice begins now, as we step into the world with renewed clarity and purpose, ready to weave the sacred into the very fabric of our being. In closing, may this journey inspire a lifelong pursuit of spiritual depth and authenticity. May you find in the ordinary moments of life the extraordinary presence of the divine, and may this awareness guide you to a life of greater peace, purpose, and joy. As you continue on this path, know that each step is a sacred act, a testament to the love and grace that surrounds you. The journey of spiritual discovery is ever unfolding, and as you embrace it with courage and openness, may you find that the divine is not a distant reality, but a living presence within and all around you.